Rimpac 2012.
Held every 2 years by U.S. Pacific Fleet, the Rim of the Pacific exercise, or Rimpac 2012, was a multinational maritime exercise that took place in and around the Hawaiian Islands. This year's exercise, the 23rd in a series that began in 1971, ran from June 29th to August 3rd.
How are you doing, sir?
Rimpac 2012 actually has 22 nations participating. It is the largest international maritime exercise ever conducted. It includes naval forces and ground combat forces.
Rimpac is a unique training opportunity that helps participants foster and sustain the cooperative relationships that are critical to ensuring the safety of sea lanes and security of the world's oceans. Rimpac builds true partnership based on mutual understanding and respect.
But I think Rimpac definitely sets an example. It allows us to see what many countries and different cultures can do when we all come together. It allows us to test our ability. As we say, we're all joint. It allows us to actually see, and we get a measuring stick to see how joint we truly are, how we can do combined operations, and ultimately, I think it makes all the countries better in the long run.
This is the first time participating in Rimpac. I am team lead for the Japanese EOD team. We are training with Australian and New Zealand divers. We all have small differences, but we are all working towards the same goal. This is the first time training with the Australian divers. I had a great time diving with the Australian and New Zealand divers. I look forward to joining Rimpac in future evolutions because there's a lot of new skills learned that I can take back to Japan. Roughly 70% of the world's surface is water. 80% of the world's population lives on or near the coast, and 90% of the international commerce moves by sea. Capable maritime forces help ensure stability and prosperity around the world, and Rimpac helps participating nations improve that capability.
There's a real practical aspect to this because if there is a tsunami, if there is an earthquake, if there's a problem in the future in the Pacific, nations get together and work together to help solve that problem. The countries that are here are the countries that are going to be working together. We need to be able to communicate on the radio, we need to be able to plan together, and that's the real value of Rimpac. It's not just the getting together now, it's the ability for us to be able to work together in the future.
Rimpac trains and improves leaderships at all levels, including individual proficiency, and sharpens command and control skills while challenging participants to adapt to changing conditions as a part of a joint combined force. For the first time in history of Rimpac, non-U.S. officers led functional component commands, including Brigadier General Michael Hood.
Exercise Rimpac 2012's motto is Capable Adaptive Partners. Personal challenge as Combined Forces Air Component Commander was to see that the air component could come together and form one effective team. And we've seen that in exercise at Rimpac 2012.
In order to ensure inherent flexibility of maritime forces, each Rimpac builds upon past exercises and lessons learned from real-world missions. This year marked a few firsts for Rimpac, including a demonstration of the Great Green Fleet using energy-saving measures such as biofuel, and the exercise's first humanitarian assistance disaster relief scenario, which included Hawaii-based Department of Defense, local and national relief organizations, and Hawaii medical facilities. By the conclusion of Rimpac, nearly 25,000 participants had participated in relevant, realistic training to include amphibious operations, gunnery, missile, anti-submarine, and air defense exercises, as well as counter-piracy, mine-clearing operations, explosive ordnance disposal, and diving and salvage operations. All of this training left each participating country with a greater understanding of bilateral and multilateral cooperation and stronger bonds as capable adaptive partners. Petty Officer Jamar Perry, Rimpac 2012, Combined Information Bureau.